Hey, literally, if you guys watched my last Clippers video, I literally said they needed a backup center, and I listed off some centers. And my center that I said I hope that they do sign was Moses Brown. And it's been reported today that they have extended a contract to Moses Brown. And look, the Cavaliers aren't going to bring him back because they just went out and got Robin Lopez. So they're moving on from that. Shout out Kelly Iko from The Athletic. And look, the other free agent centers on the market that were still available were obviously DeAndre Ayton, but guys who were probably close to minimum salaries was Ed Davis, Hassan Whiteside, Luka Garza, Tristan Thompson, Boogie Cousins, which would have been cool in a Clippers uniform, Devontae Kakok, Greg Monroe, and Moses Brown, with Moses Brown being arguably the youngest guy after Neemias Queta re-signed with the Sacramento Kings. And looking at this Clippers roster, I was like, yeah, they need a backup center. I love Zubac, but behind Zubac, your only center is arguably the small ball five in Marcus Morris and Robert Covington. They didn't have a backup center. And now I love this. I love what they did with this team. They have John Wall, Jason Preston, BJ Boston, Terrence Mann, Amir Coffey, Ivaka, Zubac, Nicholas Batum, Reggie Jackson, Robert Covington, Luke Kennard, Marcus Morris, Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and now Moses Brown. They have all 15 guys on the roster. I know Luke Kennard's on the trade block, so is allegedly Marcus Morris, but personally, Moses Brown, in my opinion, fits in with this team really well. He's a rim protecting, rim running guy. That's kind of his thing. He'll set screens. He'll rim run to the basket hard, and he'll always try. He's a guy who plays with a lot of effort, and I think that's something underrated. He's been in the NBA for about 4 seasons now. Started out with the Trailblazers, then played with the Thunder. He actually earned himself a contract with the Thunder, and then was utilized as a trade chip. Played for the Mavs. Didn't do much on the Mavs, and got a little this past season when he went over to the Cavaliers. That guy he got 13 minutes a night, and he was shooting about 64% from the field, averaging 6.5 points with 5.3 rebounds and half a block. Basically, he's a guy that per 36, he's shown the ability to be able to play with finesse. He's 7'2". He's got a big wingspan. He's about 250 pounds, and he actually, something surprising about him is he's actually kind of efficient inside. He knows how to work in the post, rim run, plays well. He plays with 2 strengths. And if you look at his Cleveland numbers, per 36, I know it's per 36, it's very skewed. Yeah, he would have averaged 18.4 points, 15 total rebounds, and 1.5 blocks. And for his NBA career, per 36, he's a guy who would average, if he played 36 minutes a night for his career, 15.3 points and 14.8 rebounds with 2 blocks a night and 1.1 steals. So at a very minimum, a guy who can come in and play 10 to 20 minutes for you off the bench, Moses Brown will set screens, rim run, grab rebounds, block shot, and be able to switch out onto power forwards, which is an underutilized skill that I think people honestly completely disregard. And again, I'm a big proponent of defense and rebounding, and for me it's because I think the best way to describe it is I think he's a guy who has a skill set that's undervalued in the NBA today. I truly do believe that. I know someone is going to be like, nah, that's not true, but I think it is. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm closer to being right than wrong. Either way, I think this roster, for what it's worth, looks good. Okay, and I'm rather impressed by it. Legitimately, I didn't think personally I'm happy that they're doing Moses Brown. That's kind of what they needed. And now they got themselves a Moses Brown at the center position, which, again, they needed. And for me, I think the most impressive part is I called that. I literally said, oh, they should get themselves Moses Brown. In my opinion, Moses Brown would be the perfect center for them. And what do they go and do? They go and get themselves Moses Brown, like I said. I said it. I said it once. I said it twice. I said they should get themselves Moses Brown. What's the guy, the chicken who talks like that in Looney Tunes? I said that in this congregation, I don't even know. He sounds like he's a Southern. I think that's the whole joke. But Dude, Looney Tunes is so good. We're just going to give a minute and shout out Looney Tunes. If you made it to the end of the video, I'm actually watching the Brendan Fraser Looney Tunes right now, back in action. It's actually kind of solid. Not that bad. Also, my friend logged into his HBO Max and my dad canceled his HBO Max, which I'm actually like pretty pissed off that he did that. Because like my dad had the year plan and then he was like, yeah, I don't really watch HBO Max anymore because I got my dad into illegal streaming. Like my dad cut all cable and like I got him on illegal websites. So he watches any, like he can watch any cable for free. He can watch any movie for free. Like my dad's so funny. And all he pays is for Wi-Fi. But yeah, pretty pissed that he got rid of HBO Max. My friend left his logged in. I was actually going to pay for it myself, which I have done before. I actually got rid of my HBO Max because my dad was like, oh, I have HBO Max. Just logged it to mine. I'm like, okay, I won't pay for it anymore. But right now, my friend left his logged in and kind of don't need to have a reason to pay for it anymore. So shout out Sten for leaving his grandpa's HBO Max logged in because your boy's about to use that.